Yeah. All right. All right. So first and foremost is like thank you for joining your this particular session on a Sunday, because that is something which shows an interest in the financial markets, stock market, or even you want to take some control of your maybe investments, and that's where you guys are here. So that's where I would like to thank you everyone for sparing your time, valuable time, which most of the time people are spending with their loved ones, family, friends, right? And you guys are here. So I really liked this enthusiasm, what you have basically decided to join this. First of all, I would like to give one sense here is that I'm not here for selling anything. I don't want to sell anything. So I am not here to sell any product or anything. I don't want to sell any products. First of all, this information station which we are currently running. Uh, so, sir, could you just please mute yourself so that others can even hear properly, please? Okay, so looks good. All right. So due to this bandwidth and all these constraint and other end users also, I am also not shared my video. So sorry about that. But definitely, I think I'll share who probably you are basically seeing my screen and my uh, face also who I am, and that's where uh, mm, uh, we will get started now. Okay. So why we want to get into the stock market? First of all, this is the like a device or the market wherein uh, you can make money really fast. I'm so optimistic and telling you because of I had gone through these phases from last almost more than 7 years, by the way. Last 7 years I am doing this, and then I started right from the basic till the, and still I am learning. So why we need to think like one of the investment area, because we shouldn't go ahead and invest everything in the bank, or we shouldn't invest everything into real estate or FDs or maybe gold, or there are lots of other things also. People are probably investing, finding those areas and putting their money into those areas. So but definitely I think one of the area which is the stock market which I'm talking about, which can give you really exponential growth, but that need some knowledge and dedication. That is what I understood. Many of uh, us within the group, I know people knows by name. Many of us basically work together, and I, during that time, I really not worked in this area, by the way. I'm specifically IT infrastructure specialist working from last 23 years into IT, and last 2.5 years, I'm working as a consultant. So why we need to take a control of our finances because of this reason is like the time. We have, everybody has a limited time, and the mechanism is almost same for everybody. How we work and how basically we why we are working. First of all, we are working for money because we want to run our house. Okay, and whatever requirements which we have, or that we need money for that. Let's say you bought a flat, you bought a car, you bought a couple of other things also. You need money for that, and you are putting your skills and your A time, and you are your money, then you are spending it for your requirements. At the same time, we need to think of, you're working for 30 days, you're spending that money for next 30 days, and then you are basically end up doing the same thing again and again. In my entire life, I had never seen a person who is having a really good job, really good salary. He became a rich. No, he is trying to maintain his lifestyle as a rich. But after the age of a 60, when he will not have this job, how he will maintain his richness? That is the question. And what is in between this richness and your salary right now? You know, the time. This time is important. If you have a 1 crore right now, that will make more sense. But after 1 year, this 1 crores, I think the value of this 1 crore will be really, really less, because if you have even money, if you try to buy a flat, you won't get that flat, right? And that's where time plays a really vital role in our life. So the way money plays really a crucial role in the life. So why we should invest into stock market? Because of this reason. The reason is inflation. Your money's value is day by day is going down. If you're putting your money into some asset or investment class which is not producing more than 6% or 7%, your money is getting depreciated. It means if I'm putting my money into FD, which is exactly not even matching to inflation government, as per government rate, it's like 5.5. But that's not true. Why? Because of FD rate is 6%. It means it is more than 6%. That's where they are trying to, means inflation rate and FD rate will be difference of like hardly 5%, 0.5%. So that's where even if you put your entire money and you are thinking that FD would be your best option to invest and will give a good return, no, because of if rule 72 says if I divide my interest rate by 72, it means your money will get doubled into 12 years. It means if I'm putting 1 lakh into my FD account and if they are paying 6% interest, it means my 1 lakh will become 2 lakhs after 12 years. So look at the money like future value, present value. I think that's where we are struggling. But the problem is we are so busy with our job, with our, I think, personal preferences, what we have, personal responsibilities. More than that, I think we are so focused on our office work or the objectives, our goals, and we are fulfilling those every day. We are, even when we are at home also, we are thinking about our project. We are thinking about support. We are thinking about how that product will go in within the 3 months, how I can take that work from my team within the 3-4 months, how my customer can get a good satisfaction out of my job. I think that's where the problem is. You are basically trying to fix the problem for others, but you are not trying to focus on your personal. I think I'm not saying it's a problem, but it's the like something which I also dealt with. And many of us, you know me, since I think 2011, 2013 even. So we need to deal with this inflation over the period of a time. I think our killer or our enemies or our friend, you need to convert that enemies into friend. That is two people or two things, time and inflation. If you can do that, I think yes, you will make it. Otherwise, really impossible. It's really impossible, by the way. Okay. And that's where I think come out from that saving dilemma to investing. And to be honest, I'll tell you one more big, maybe secret to you, or it is like something which I am doing right now. So one concept called as smart money concept. This is very, very new concept in India. And it is very good concept in US and which is going on last 3 years. Now, slowly, this coming to India also, but there are hardly few people those are known about smart money concept, which works in the stock market or trading or investing, which I am like, you cannot imagine 30% of the time I am having mostly people, those are getting trained under me from Middle East, by the way. I'm again telling you Middle East. Why I'm saying Middle East? Because earlier the trading, investing or the stock market was a specific like way. They used to consider this as like not a legal way to do the business or investment and all. But now just imagine, like, people from Middle East, I need to travel every almost a quarter there to take this SMC training for them. Okay, so that's where you can just imagine everybody. See, everybody, end of the day, you need to run your house and you need a money. And if you're not taking care of your money, because you're caring of your job, you get a money, but you're not taking care of your money and you're not investing in a proper way. Just imagine after 50, 40 years of your age or 60 years age, how your money will take care of you. And I'm basically taking these kind of sessions for IT people specifically. And it is like almost more than 3-4 years now. So that's where I think you should take advantage of power of compounding, and then the stock market and similar thing. Like, I'm not promoting only stock market, but yeah, think about that, because that is something which runs your house. Let's think and plan, and I think work towards take a control of your money also. So this is something, a disclaimer. First of all, investment is a risky business. Okay, and that's where this particular webinar, seminar, whatever you call a session, is just for the information purpose. I'm trying to basically give some crucial core part of the financial market, and then I'm basically making you enabler to get to start into that. I'm not saying you will be the best after this 2 hours of a course, but at least you will be able to do and think towards this direction at least. Okay, so first of all, this session is for completely educational purpose. Whatever entities, some stocks, some mutual funds, some indices which I'm going to talk here is just for educational purpose. Don't take it as any my recommendation, advice, or tip, because I don't follow, I don't do that business. This is completely purely thinking as a knowledgeable session. Okay, so think like that. So look at this. This is like, I try to add it till 2020. This is like Nifty index. So Nifty index is something, index is like Nifty 50 index is like a 50 topmost company from India. And that index, there, how it has been performed like in the last couple of years or 10 years or a decade or 2 decades. Look at this. This blue line is basically representing your Nifty, which is our Indian stock market, you can say aggregate value right now. So it is talking about 2022, but if you see 2024, it is reaching somewhere around 24,300 right now. Look at the percentage of the, let's say if you had invested somewhere here 2014, look at the value in 2017. This is here. If you had invested into 2017, look at the percentage value, percentage return you would have got. And this is all talking about the 50 top companies in India. Okay. So this is something which is like, even people are thinking that this economic growth and the government policy will basically drive stock prices up. This I took in 2013 also, but 2014 you may already seen that 24,300 is the index value of the of your Nifty. So look at this. Somebody have just entered here. Right now, this is the value somewhere. Almost double in double or triple in the some couple of years. And you might have seen some coming, like it is coming down also, but look at the thing, it will never become a zero. Why? Because of 50 companies will not go bankrupt in a day or in years also. It is still there. Look at the 2020. It is like somewhere around 1990 it started and still it is there. So this chart, it depicts basically everybody is going upside. This is like a Nasdaq, which is a top index in US. Similarly, Shanghai, Chennai, the Shanghai, Nikkei, and then Hang Seng and multiple Germany, Japan, everybody is there. And look at the everybody basically starting towards the upside, not just it will never go down as a zero. So this is like somewhat you can say current now. Why? Because of I added 2023. Look at this. This is our outlook. So it is going upside. So right now, this was like how many times of like the Forbes also said multiple times that the overall rallied is like 8-10% every year. But look at the numbers. It will basically stun you like anything. So everybody, I think, need to understand that if we don't take care of our money and if you don't make that money to work for you, otherwise you need to work for that money forever. So this is the like a message which Warren Buffett very easily conveyed to everybody, that if your money is not working when you're sleeping, I think you'll have to work until you die. And that's where this is like a one way to think of. And then it's true, because nowadays, even if you have whatever money, I think the value of or the power of that is like you can imagine, right? If I know there are people in this group right now, if I ask them like, give me a 1 lakh today, they will be happily will give me a 1 lakh, and I'll tell them that I'll give you within 3 months. And they will say, yeah, I know, Pawan, and then we work together. I'll give you 1 lakh. I know you are in a, right now needy condition, so fine. After 1 month or 2 months, just give me a back. What happens if I don't give that money after a 1 month, 2 months, and after 1 year? Will that 1 lakh, the value of 1 lakh will be 1 lakh after 1 year? No, because your inflation will eat up, or that interest rate basically makes your that 1 lakh value will be decreased by 7, 8, 10%. Okay, so remember that. I think that is something which we should be addressing. Now, what I'm going to cover this, like what are the brands, companies in the stock market, why we should do like think about stock market, why should we think about the trading or investing. Why we need to think about economic cycle. Many people think like, okay, why I need to care about this inflation, CPI, GDP, whatever numbers are coming. I need to think about budget, which is happening on the coming 23rd. Why I need to think? I will, because I'm like employee. I should just think about that slabs, income tax slabs. Will I come into 20%? Will I come into 25%, 30%? What? But I think this is very, very important. What should you expect from the stock market? And then how to plan it? What is your competency level in your area and how you can basically apply that? And can I have other income from stock market? And then how to start? And this bonus, I think you just take it out. Okay, this is not like as I mentioned, it is just written, but yeah, it is not something which I'm selling something. But yeah, what I'm doing, I need to show that's where I wrote it. So stock market is not, many people I met, they think like, okay, for stock market investing and trading, I need to learn so much of a thing. But in this today's session, I am going to make it like wrong. Okay, really, because you are going to answer those questions and we will make it right, by the way. Okay, right means this is like wrong, that you need to know each and everything. You need to learn right from the basic to invest into stock market. I will make it wrong. Okay, let's see. So many people knows about me. I'm into IT for since last 23 years, served in many multinational companies, many senior roles I had played. Being into even US also 3.5 years, and I am like right now working as a consultant on these areas. At the same time, more than 7 years I'm into trading, investing, even investing in a couple of companies also. I have one more company which is like I have invested into startup also, cybersecurity startup, which is a Bangalore based, and then running open source circle community for the IT people, and then fire community for the financial investments and all. But definitely we are not working as a like advisor or anything. It is just like what do you call giving information about finances, okay, or that need and greed. I think both how to match, that is more important, and that's where this we are trying to help to the people, and that is where we are trying to reach. We started in 2021. We are helping people on a personal front, professional front, financial, spiritual, health, but not basically giving some guidance, some mentoring, coaching and all. And it's not just me, I am doing it. There are lots of people around me. Those are like without a penny, they are spending their valuable experiences, knowledge with multiple people. And many people knows about Apunsu Circle community. We are helping students, freshers, smaller companies to basically share our knowledge, support them on services, IT related services and trainings and all those we are doing. Now, if you want to become a rich, what we should be doing? Everybody wants to come out from this vicious cycle wherein job, money, and every month you will be doing the same thing. And then, yeah, at the age of a 50, same thing. I think my forefather did the same thing. What they did, I'll tell you. They will get a job in their 20s. They'll get married into 20s. They'll get kid by 30s. They will buy some land or something in their 40s. And then in 50s, they will start building it. In 60, they will get retired and they will move to the new house. And they will not have any basically burden or any kind of a loan or anything. With the pension, they will run their house, and then with the money they have, they will survive, they will perform whatever basically needs will come for their children, for them, retirement and everything they will cover. But now era has changed. We never heard this like 20-30 years back, that inflation thing. We never thought of like, okay, my 1 lakh can become like 1 crore also, or 10 lakhs also. But look at this, these are the few things which currently we are surrounded with. So if you have a cash, if you have a car, if you have electronics gadgets or some electronic thing which is not producing any income, it is all whatever required. Yes, that is required. It is unproductive and it is depreciating every day. But think of something which is a productive, which is a farm, which is not giving every day something, some income, but it is like productive, but it is like appreciating also. Your computer, because you're using it for your work, which is not generating any income, but your skills and those things you are putting together, and you are like getting to the new skill. Your factory equipments, right? So these are the things you need to basically think where your wealth can be built. Think of like your people are like appreciating your gold, fine wine, oil, crypto. I think I am against of it. So if you see, these are the things like, or even real estate or funds, your knowledge, stocks, those are all wealth builder things, which will be really going to give you a good return. But you need to put some efforts, and that some efforts I'm going to cover in couple of slides. Okay, so look at this. This is how I think you should think of. There are 2 or 3 categories you will see in the around you, is like people, those are poor, middle class, rich, wealthy, and super wealthy. Okay, you know, and you can just relate yourself with those. And if you want to become a really rich and wealthy, I think you need to find this somewhere in this quadrant, and you need to assign, plan your money investment. And without investment, I think your knowledge, if you're planning to just invest your knowledge, you will become a whole time employee. By the way, you need to work for yourself. And that's where I think first phase, what we learn, we do side hustles, we manage our health. You should think about this stock market, growth stock, startup. Think of those real estate, bank deposit, value stock, dividend stock, real estate, index fund, and parallelly, you need to think and watch your health also. Okay. So this is where the stock market, wherein you will find buying and selling is happening. Okay. And stock market, the name itself, it is called a stock, share market, financial market, capital market. Those are the names of the same stock market. Okay. And what is like a stock market? Stock market is a place, marketplace where people are coming. They are basically buying and selling stocks. That is the place is called as stock market. Okay. Now I'll make, as I mentioned, like in today's session, I'm going to make this clear that you will be easily understand the stock market, and to invest into stock market, you need not to learn so much of a thing. Now, chat window is open. So I'll ask if someone is not able to see my screen, I think log off and log back. It will work. So log off and log back, and you'll be able to see that, because I am able to get confirmation from Zoom and Google Meet also, and a couple of people from Skype also, they are able to see my screen. So could you just confirm, Sandeep or Wasim or Sanika, that you are able to see my screen? Say yes on a chat window.
Yes.
That is fine. Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, good. So those who are not able to see the screen, just log off and log back. You will be able to see that. Okay. Now my first question is, many people are using Dove as a brand in your household purpose. Many people are using day-to-day basis. Now, my question for people, those are using Dove as a soap or some other means, maybe cream. Can you tell me which company own this Dove brand? Whether it is Unilever or P&G, you can type answer in the chat window.
Unilever, sir. Unilever.
Perfect. Perfect. Unilever is the answer. Wonderful. Good. Second, this is like a parachute brand. I think I am using it from, I think my whole family or others also using it from ages. Parachute, coconut oil. So now, can someone tell whether this brand belongs to Dabur or Marico?
Yes, sir. Marico. Parachute is the brand of Marico.
Okay, great. This is also right. I got even a couple of answers from chat also. Marico, that is true. Now, what about Saffola? Dabur or Marico?
Saffola is also Marico, sir. Also Marico.
Marico. Wonderful. Yes, that is true. Saffola is also belongs to Marico. Now I'll ask just one question. Complan. I think in our childhood we had this Complan. So which brand owns which company owns this brand?
Jadus
P&G or
Cadia, sir. Jadus Cadia,
Zydus
sir.
Cadila? Yes. Now, why I basically took this quiz for you, because of since morning till evening or till you go sleep, we are using some brands, and those brands belongs to some company. If you are so convinced about those brands, and check the valuation of that company, that's it, nothing else. So let's say in the morning, if you're using toothpaste, Colgate, go and check the company that is like Procter and Gamble or Colpal. Okay. See which company basically that brand belongs to, and just watch for at least 1 month and see their pricing, their stock pricing. If it is going up, and ask the same question to your neighbors, your friends, which brand they are using for brushing their tooth. If you can ask this question, you will be able to, since morning till late night or in the evening, you will be able to find best brands and companies. That's it, done. Your half of the knowledge of a stock market is you have acquired. You'll probably laugh, but no, this is the reality. If you try to put your, I think, analysis, so much analysis here around, you will go mad. Your analysis will become a paralysis, and then you will make a mistakes. If you follow someone on the YouTube or somebody who is showing like a big, huge profit on their Telegram or YouTube channel or some other channel or some tips you are buying, you are making mistake because you don't understand the business. Because here, when you are utilizing, you are using some brand from ages. Just take an example of a Parley. Just take an example of a Britannia. Just take an example of your Tata car. Just take an example of your paper brand, JK Paper. You name it, I think you have all the brand and their associated company easily, handily available. And Google is the key for that. You can easily get that. If you can find this, means just make sure that tomorrow create a one Excel sheet, write down the brand, write down the company, and on a right hand side, put a date of Monday and see what is the like a strike price or the closing price of that particular company share price. You just follow that at least a 1 month in the evening, need not to follow during your day working hours. After 1 month, check the price again and see what percentage difference you get. Very simple exercise. If you see differences, and if you see difference of a 2.5% and more, it means it is basically a good company. If you see minus more than 5%, don't go ahead and I think even look into those companies also. Very simple things which will help you. Now these are the brands and companies also. Amul, Everest, Dettol, Cadbury. There are lot many. I think Limca, your Pepsi, your Fruity, your all Coca-Cola, Brew, Parley, Nestle. So lots of brands, and even those are not written here. I cannot even put every brand here on this share point, right? So presentation cannot cover all, but yeah, but you can get even Lux, Imami. There are lots of brands. And you just name it, I think, and I'll say if you can start with your home, just think that since morning till your evening time, what are the brands you're using, what are the companies that are associated with that, and then find out the pricing of those companies today's share price. That's it, done, and follow for 30 days. So this is like a first exercise which you'll have to do. So simple, what you'll have to do is put your brand, put your company name and share price of today's, write the date here, and then after 30 days, check the pricing. If it is greater than 2.5%, 2.5%, yes, go ahead and I think for maybe investment into those companies. And but provided don't go ahead and invest everything. Okay. And if the price is less than minus 5%, just remove those or strike out those companies from your list. It's very simple approach which I took. Okay, and it is easy to follow, and you need not to follow the day market. You come in the evening, 4 o'clock market get closed. When you come from your office, just fill in the sheet and keep it like a Google kind of a sheet so that you can access through your mobile or wherever you are. Now, why, who will means in our, maybe right now I can see there are lots of people, but yeah, I can ask a quick question. You can ask means type your answer on a chat. How many of you are thinking that you are not connected to the stock market? Okay, I got From Zoom, I got really good answers that I am not connected, not connected, not connected. I am not investing anything in the stock market. I am investing, but not actively. And many people are saying, yeah, I am not directly connected, but I am investing into mutual funds. That is what answer I got. One answer I got is like, I am investing into crypto, but is that the stock market? So investment. So good. I think I got a good answers here. So, but I'll tell you, directly or indirectly, everyone is connected to stock market. Why? Because of you're using Colgate in the morning. It means you invested, you spent your money for buying that stock market, buying that product. And oh, okay, right. So there are basically, look at this, everybody's like a part of the stock market. I think you are not directly, but indirectly you are doing, you are investing into that company. How? Because when we buy, whether it is a Colgate, whether it is Britannia biscuit, whether it is like Marico parachute oil, I think we are like a consumer and we are buying that. It means we are basically giving that money to that particular company. Okay. And how means this consumption is there, many people are working there, and that's where I think somebody has dreamed about it, that company, and that's where I think we started using it, and people are working into that company also. So this is where like I see in our life, whether it is like a consumption we are doing it, either it's like our occupation wherein we are using it, or it is someone's inspiration and we are working for that company. So that may happen. So that's where I think we are, everybody, whether you take it or understand it or not, but when you buy like a Flair pen, it is basically going to that pen company. It means you're directly connected to the stock market. Okay. That's company and stocks. So company, why company basically creates the stocks now? So simple answer is, now just imagine I have like a 10 crore company right now. Okay. So it's just a 10 crore company, small company. I have like almost every year I'm making more than 20% plus. Now what happens, like this is my own money or 2-3 people are coming and now I want to expand this business. I'm into, let's say, tablet covers and accessories I'm creating, manufacturing, designing, creating and all. Now 10 crores and I'm like, my business is like growing like anything, but the problem is funding. So problem is funding. Now how I should get the fund? So there are like 4 ways. One is I can get investors, or I can get my own funds. I can get bank loan, or I can basically go public. Public is nothing but stock market. Means I will collect money from the public. I will convert my company into public company. Right now it is a private. Once I convert in this public company, this company's valuation will be done. And on that valuation and then next 3 years plan, my company's valuation will convert into some kind of a stocks. Their value will be, let's say, 300 crores and divide by, let's say, I want to keep my stock price 300. So something like that. So these many stocks will be floated in the market. So I have like 4 options. One is like individual investors I need to search. Second is like I need to put my own money or I need to borrow money. I can go for a bank loan, and fourth option is public. And that's where nowadays, if you see bank loan, these things are really easy, but the percentage is very high. And then other, I think, problems you can imagine. But going public is like, okay, everybody knows about brand company and they will buy it and they will basically wait company to grow, because this investment will go into that company. They will build multiple warehouses, multiple manufacturing facilities across India, even abroad also. And then that becomes, instead of 20%, you'll get 25%. And this becomes like valuation every quarter, every year, it will grow. So hope, I think you got now why people need or companies need money, and that money basically converts, and that loan or that shares basically is nothing but the stocks. These get sold on your stock market. Buy and selling will happen, and people basically utilize that as like an investment approach. So there are like, we need to think of an economic cycle also. There are like households, business, government. These three will be, this is very common in every region, every country also. Who makes economy up or down is like household and consumers. If just imagine your tax rate is higher, interest rate is higher, let's say 12% for car loan. How many people will buy car? Right now it is 8-9%, I believe. If once it gets 12%, I think hardly 30-40% people will, earlier it was like 70-80%, now it is 30% only will buy a car because of interest rate is going up. If I make interest rate load down, what will happen? Your consumers will be higher, so business will grow fast. So that is how household, business, government work together to control this inflation, this economic cycle. And that's where people are basically like, how many times we think and learn about economic cycle? It's hardly, I believe. And that's where we need to think about this economic cycle also. Okay. So stock market is basically a real barometer of business in India and economy status of India. If stock market is going up, which will reflect if there is a recession, if there is a boom, whichever sector it is, it will show that. And that's where stock market is a barometer of any country. I'll show you quickly one thing which you will like. Look at this. This year, within the 1 year, our country, we are the like right now in the stock market, third, fifth in the economy, third in the stock market. And look at the returns. Nasdaq has given 30% return in a year. Nikkei Japan is 37, and then Nifty 50 had given 26% return in this year. Look at the yearly return only. I don't think so any bank will give you this much of return, or any other instrument will give you this much of return. Okay. So I will not go into this liquidity cycle, but this is really boring. Why people like, why government will print the money when there is an economy crunch? So this basically is nothing but the interest rate and all those stages, bubble and those things. I don't want to make you like the what do you call think about it and then understand so many things about government, business and all. Okay, so I'll just skip it. But remember thing, household, business, government are working very closely, by the way. Okay, if you government need to basically need to print more notes, it means there is some issue. Okay, and then there is something which is need to be basically taken care by RBI. Okay, so look at this. This is like interest rate, which you see here. Factors driving liquidity in interest rate. Look at the interest rate. Inflation rate. But ours is like altogether different. Interest rate, you get a 4%, but inflation is 6.9%, 0.9%. So it means you need to think this. Means if you put your money into bank, how much interest you'll be getting, and then inflation is like eating your money day by day. But look at the others. It is altogether different. Our story is different. So the way we are making money, that fast we are going to lose that money also due to our inflation data. Now these are the bubbles and all interest rates and bubbles. Whenever you see interest rate is high, okay, market basically look at this. This is like your Fed rate cuts and those things happen. So this is like interest rate cut down happens, market goes up, interest rate is high or low, market goes up. So this is how the cycle works. Okay. So this is like very close relationship which we have, interest rate and stock market, or interest rate dollar market, interest rate gold, interest rate and then your real estate. Those are very closely working. This is like India story. Look at the Indian interest rate is like upside, market goes how that goes. If it is going down interest rate, still people like market goes very fast. And this bubbles which you see, these bubbles are nothing but uh really a bubble happened in India 2007, 2011 and whatnot. Okay, so crash. So economic cycle is very important. Geopolitical actions also, war and all those things are going on. Innovations also a disruptor. AI is there, and that's where you will see rest of the company is not performing. Only 2 or 3 odd companies are performing. Special events, like special events, right? Adani Group, Hindenburg, that special event everybody knows. Paytm, special event everybody knows. Okay, something which is like GST collection, that is a special event. Economic cycle, that is a special event. If somebody is coming and investing in India, somebody like Indian companies are going ahead and investing in US. So those are basically impacting or affecting our overall liquid flow also. Okay, so look at this. So answer to your, maybe you are thinking, do I need to learn this all? Really not. If you really want to be a like investor, and if you want to make your investor as like a business, then yes, you need to look into this. Okay, now how I should learn this all? So very simple. I think in our job also, this circle of competence is like everybody is taking this slide. I took it from most of the time in IT kind of a objective role which I played, and it is easily available in the public domain also. Everybody is like a feeling safe right now where we are. That is in our job. Same thing for our money also. Whatever going on every day, every day you're working 30 days, you will get money, you will pay off, you will save something, you will move on. Next month, same thing, same story. I think this is the problem. Come out from your that I think zone, comfort zone, think, learn, and then go towards this growth. When it is 100% applicable in your, I think, personal growth, same way for financial growth also, you need to similarly work. It is applicable for everybody. It is applicable for every area, whether you take your health also, your happiness also, your money also, your personal growth, professional growth, everywhere it is applicable. And that's where you need to find your circle of competence and then start your journey. That is more important. I think the problem is I am like, I'll tell you two things. One is like I had seen a people that they are thinking so much and putting so many ideas together. The problem is they are not taking actions. I had seen a people, those are having very few ideas, but they are start taking action immediately. I think decide where in which category you belongs to. And there are so many people, those will see whether this like who will take that action and they will watch only. So three type of people you will see around. One will be having so many ideas, he's not taking action. One will have ideas and he will take immediate action. One will be who will watch. He's not taking action, he's taking action, and he will witness that failure and success also. So you will see that in which category you want to be. I think you need to decide that. Okay. So this is like your how Warren Buffett basically invested in so many companies and he became one of the richest in the world right now. He started investing at the age of 10 years old only. Okay. And he was like even door to door, he used to distribute newspaper also. Okay. But now look at this. Today, he is like one of the richest person. And then his overall like thought process is so simple that he thought that everybody basically need to consume 2.5 liters, 2 to 5 liters of water per day. And in US, they don't drink water. They drink flavored water, and that is a Coke. Shaving. So Gillette. So he has most of the investment in 3 companies, Gillette, Coke, and Berkshire Hathaway. And where he is like even chairman now. Okay, half of the company shares hold by Warren Buffett right now. So I think that's it. You need to think like what is going to become your, let's say, future requirement, and how people are like, nowadays everybody is buying cars. Everybody is going for the EV model. Okay. Then there are lots of things which basically, if you even think and just research around it, research is not something which you need to write down all the research and all. Just find out what are those new, let's say, innovations coming, how it will help to the human being. For example, your take in your environmental consciousness, which is coming now, right? Your solar power, energy sector. So yeah, that is, I think, something which is really, really going to be or AI or even some IT. So what you need is like, you need a visionary people and just follow them. If this guy has a vision to invest into Gillette or Coke, you need to just follow that vision. Already it is there. I think same way, Tesla, right? He started the company, he bent it, and then he's having the one of the car which is like autonomous and so many things been included. What you need to do is just invest into Tesla. Just an example I am giving. So just find out. Similarly, in India also, Tata has so many companies. He has already proven, and that return also, Tata Motors, like in 2019, I bought that share at 80 rupees. Today it is at 1,000 rupees. Just imagine 2018, 2019. Right now it is hardly 4 or 5 years. How many times returns I got? Okay. So imagine that, and that's it. You will have to just follow their visions, and you can do that. So first method, which I said about the brand and company, watch out for whatever you are using it in at your home. Watch for 30 days, and then see how those are giving a return. And the people, those are visionary already, then they are already investing there. Find out what are those companies are. So visionaries are individual brands, and you can own them by owning a part of their business. Tesla, you cannot buy entire Tesla, but you can become a like partner of this Tesla by buying their stocks. Tata Group, you can buy a stock. And stock is like investing. You are doing investing. You are not gambling. I'll tell you, gambling and investing, there is a difference. People are coming with 50,000 in the stock market. They will come and they will basically lose money, and they think like, if I put a 50,000, I should get 2 lakh, 5 lakh within a few days. That is not the case. If you are coming with that idea, I think you are a gambler. Your mentality is gambler. Okay, stock market is not a gambling place. You made it gambling place because of you are expecting that kind of return, and that's where you took a risk. Stock market will never ask you and invest money which you are not even afford to lose. By the way, you decide initially. I'll put only 10,000. I'll lose only 1,000. I'll make 2,000. Decide whenever you are entering into there. You make your rules perfectly fine. You start your planning and done. At the day one, I think your boss is giving you on some product design, development, delivery idea. Day one, you don't have that product. You cannot deliver in the day one, but you are planning, you are aligning, you are making things right, wrong, everything. And then you are making it note of it, and you are basically delivering it. Same way, what you did in your life also, you studied 12 plus 3 plus your skills, your knowledge, your experience, you added it. That's where today you are selling yourself off your 8 hours to your employer. That's where he's giving you a money. Tomorrow, if you don't go, he will cut your money. Why he is giving? Because of you have experience, you have your knowledge, you have your basic skills, you have your 12 plus 3 years of that academic knowledge and everything. So think like a business. Stock market is also a business. Think like a business. All right. So what we should know now, buying low and selling high. I think if you can just find out the way how to basically buy here and sell here, buy here, sell here. If you can find this, this is what something which is a trading. But if you don't know anything and then you are buying somewhere here and waiting for 3-4 years, that is a investing. So trading is something which you are doing, buy at low, sell at high. But investing is something which is like you are doing it for a longer period of a time. Okay. You know, I think many of us are not directly interacting with the stock market. They don't understand, but they have invested their money into mutual funds. You know where these mutual funds are putting their entire money? In the stock market, by the way. It means they pull the money like you, me and all, and they have a one fund manager who analyze all the stocks. He creates a bucket of that stock and he name it like this is HDFC hybrid fund. And he will put like a 50 stock companies there and he will invest that your money, my money, everybody's money into that 50 odd companies. That is what the mutual fund is, nothing else. And that guy basically works for you and you need to pay some fee from your mutual funds. Okay. So very simple fundamental is observe the market, learn basic fundamentals, build your rules, check like 30 days, then see the like that is your strategy and look forward to get into the market. That's it, nothing else. And don't think like 100% you will be making money every day. Okay, don't think of like this is not your business, day-to-day business. So trading is something which has been done every day. People are coming every day, they are putting money, evening they are taking out. They are either take loss or profit. So that is a trading which is not your business because you have your own job. Do it weekly or monthly or yearly only investing. Okay. Now this is something which stock market buy low, sell high. That is what we can easily achieve. Now many people are thinking stock market is like something satta bazaar or gambling place. No, it is governed by Government of India, by the way. It is governed by RBI, it is governed by SEBI, it is governed by Finance Ministry. There are lots of bits and pieces in between, and it is completely governed by Government of India. And lots of instruments are there. People are investing, not just India. This is like a foreign direct investors, institutions, those are coming. Some foreign banks are coming. They are also investing here. So you are not alone. We are the individuals here. But look at the more part comes from the institutions like a banks, AMCs, mutual fund houses. And it is governed process, by the way. It is one of the like Sigma, what do you call the way I think airline operates. Each and every check's been done. Similarly, stock market also works like that. Okay. So to make this diagram easy for you, I will just divide this diagram into like this in 4 category. Here are like all buyers, investors and all. Look at this. This is you and me. Buyers, institutions like banks, mutual funds and all. High net worth like Mr. Jhunjhunwala and other people. Those are like Mukesh and Damani and those like or Adani and those people are there. Promoters are those are like investors into the direct company. Okay, they own the company. Then what you do, you come to buy a stock of this company. What you'll have to do, you need to go to broker. Broker will make basically you have to deposit your money. You will get your shares. You will get some like some ownership into this company. This company basically is having multiple companies across India or even outside who basically takes care of this. This is taken care by your NSE BSE. When you do a trading, this stock broker basically connects you to the exchange. and this company's stock will get allotted to you, and this stocks basically get allotted and recorded into NSDL and CDSL depository in the electronic format, and SEBI governs and control every this depository, NSE, BSE, everything, even banks also, and Government of India with the help of RBI and other banks and SEBI, it governs all these pieces. So if you read it from like this, you'll be able to understand. Read like this. This is the entire structure of understanding this diagram. So don't get confused. Think like this. You cannot directly buy shares. If you want to buy shares, you need to open a broker account. You need to invest account in that account. You can buy shares using only NSE, BSE or MCX, and then SEBI will basically control this, and then your stock gets stored here. Even if you buy or sell, this record or registers are here. Okay. So I think hope you got like the higher picture how stock market works now. There are lots of jargons being used like SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India, NSE, National Stock Exchange, BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, IPO, initial public offer. When company comes for the public first time, that is called IPO. NSDL, that is a depository service, registry services. CDSL, we have in India 2 services. Whenever you open your broker account, either they will connect with the NSDL or CDSL, one of it. This is depository participants. You, me, banks will be the credit rating agency. There are lots of agencies like Motilal Oswal, Anand Rathi, lots of there. They will basically rate the specific stock. AMC is like asset management company. Those are holding the mutual funds houses. Demat account. This is your account wherein your CDSL, NSL will record your stocks. PMS, portfolio management services. There are lots of third party people. Those are, if you're not good at managing your stock, they will manage behalf of you. And Nifty and Sensex are benchmark index or indices values. Those are basically giving the overall performance of the stock market. And Nifty is the index used in national stock market, exchange market, and then Sensex is for the Bombay Stock Exchange. So to learn this, I think it will take hardly a month time, bits and pieces, but look at the overall world. Only one thing was running during the entire COVID. That was without a fail. Stock market was running during the entire COVID period, by the way. That was the only place which was running every day without a delay. So imagine when entire market, even those companies were not working, but stock market was up and running. Okay, and that's where you can see how India is like performing right now compared to others. How FD, Sensex, and gold performance you will see. So this is like a Sensex performance. This is like a FD performance. This is like gold. Look at this where gold is. You had to have invested somewhere in 1990s, 80s. Look at the value of today's right now. So idea behind to show this is like, this is not going to become a zero. Okay. So market outlook looks like this. India is like Nifty 50. If you look at this, this is the investment return, 1 month return, year return. Look at this 1 month return is like somewhere around 6.5, and yearly return, if you stay there, 12%, almost 11.45% that you can make. It is like all facts which I try to gather from the investing.com. I haven't edited anything, as is I am giving. Okay, there are lots of, if you see the 2021, I'm using old data, but look at this 7.8 crores. That is like doubled within the 3 years demat accounts. So many people are coming and creating their demat account, and they have started basically trading and investing in the stock market. So think about it. Okay. And what you need to basically do, the way I think we think, right? Are we, if I am like hungry, am I going to eat for my entire, let's say 1 month hunger? Can I complete in a day? No, I need to save something for that 1 month requirement, 1 year requirement. Similarly, in investment also, you need to plan for a short term, medium term, long term investment. Okay. So accordingly, you need to go ahead and choose and pick and invest in those stocks. Short term is like, for example, right now, imagine the rainy season is there. Short term will be, yeah, this fertilizers. This farming will come, and then fertilizers is the like something which is short term investment I can do. Medium term, I know EV, solar plant, and those things will take time, and medium term it is really good. Long term, yeah, railway stocks, banking stocks, automobile stocks. Yeah, it is a long term. If it is your, let's say, FMCG products, which you use day-to-day basis, go for a medium term. I think this is something which is very easy, and you should put your money also accordingly. Okay, because one t-shirts will, okay, you cannot invest everything in a one stock and you will become like a millionaire or millionaire. No, it's not possible. And it's so simple that if you can understand demand and supply, the price change. You might heard about the example or the one story from Pune, or even specifically Satara Sangli, or one man who sold tomatoes at 1.5 crore rupees, and he made 1.5 crore within a day. Everybody knows about it. Why? Because of, because demand was so high, but supply was so less. He made a money. So less for us is like when there is a demand, price will go up. When there is a supply, price will come down. Just example, if you go to like market, there are 10 people, those are selling apple. What are you going to do? Are you going to go and get the apple from first seller? No, you're going to check the apple quantity, quality, and you will ask the question to 10 people. You will negotiate and you will get the best price. Same way, if there is only 2 apple sellers, yes, they know there is a huge demand and less supply. He will definitely he will say, yeah, 160 bucks, I will not make a 1 rupee here and there. You'll have to buy because of demand is high, supply is less. That is how market works. If you take this, I think, lesson from your local market, same applies to stock market. If people are buying, means demand is there. If people are selling, means supply is so much right now. The price will come down. Same way in stock market also it happens. So that's where I think supply is high, price will come down. If demand is high, price will go up. That's it. The law of demand and supply, that is something which is driving the entire, I think, market. Take an example of your knowledge, your skills. Same way it works. If you have a AI knowledge right now, your that is in demand right now. You will make a good money. But if you sit and I think use your old Excel sheet, basic stuff which we used, I think probably 10 years back, I think nobody will. That I think there are lots of supply available. People will even they will not even think of getting that kind of a skills, right? So that's where I think demand and supply. So third lesson which we learned here is demand and supply. If you can easily identify demand and supply for those specific brands and companies, you will be able to make money. Now this is something very simple way I had created. If price is going up, volume is like how many people are coming, buying and selling. That volume is also going up. It means it is an uptrend, means you can buy. If price is coming down, volume is going down, means you have to sell. That's it. And if you see the contradictory, like price is going up, volume is going down, price is coming down, volume is going up. If you have this kind of a environment or a specific use case or observation in the market, don't buy, sell anything. Price is going up, volume is going up, buy it. That is like a right buy. And whenever you see prices decreasing and people are also not participating, more volumes, yeah, sell it. Simple demand and supply equation. Now, I don't want to get into this charts. Charts basically are nothing but the representation of the pricing. So you can see this is like a Hindustan Unilever 5-minute chart, which is showing right now. In a 5-minute, it is showing like this. It is coming down. It is going up right now. Okay. Whereas let's go to the other chart. This is like a daily chart right now. But if you see daily right now, here it is. It is like up, down, up, down, up, down. In 5 minutes, it was showing up. Here daily, it is showing down. What kind of a like a correlationship you can? This is a weekly chart. It is going up. Look at the chart here. It is going upside like this. This is the observation which we should do. This is the chart wherein you are basically seeing this price is into one range. Okay, and this is the chart wherein price came down and it is going up. Whenever you see these kind of a like a three different thing in three charts, don't do anything. You should have monthly chart like this, weekly chart like this, daily chart like this, upside, then buy. Very simple analogy, simple observation you need to do. Okay, so that's where I try to put it together. So you should have your short term, medium term, long term investments. That is what you should plan. Start with the short term initially. Once you get a good hands on, go for a medium term, plan for a long term, or even you can go for a long term also is directly, which is you are keeping for more than 5 years. Okay. Now, when you basically invest medium term, long term, most of the time business factors come into picture. They are like business is adding more value and then your stock price will go up. But when you go for a short term, most of the time sentiments take overs. You know that Hindenburg and Adani case, right? Short term, when somebody bought like Adani Enterprises at 4,000, it became 1,400 by the way within a 3-4 days. So sentiments. But look at this. This is again going upside, which took like almost a year time now, 9 months time, which is again somewhere around 3,200 right now. So think like this, long term, short term. Now, if you are actively trading, then definitely you should look for a news, views, liquidity, trending, what is trending, what is not trending. Like right now, if I go ahead and invest into, for example, right now this is a rainy season. If I sell goggles, what will happen? Will somebody will buy from me? But if I sell maybe umbrellas, yes, people will buy. The same, I think, trend following, we need to, it's very simple, by the way. Okay, it is not so difficult. Only thing is you need to put some efforts to learn. And I'll tell you, nothing practical than the stock market, by the way, to be honest. What I learned from last 23 years being into like a director, senior director, many companies, I played a major pivotal roles, not just India, across also. What I learned is like stock market is altogether different. You need to learn, you need to study. Every day is a new, every day is a learning, and it will pay you back, by the way. Okay. So think like that. You need to find the like financial performance, how company is going. Like if I want to invest, I need to see three things. One is like company is giving good returns. Number one, what is basically the liabilities they have? Do they have some kind of a liabilities? Do they have loans? And how is management? If management is good, then definitely this growing stock, and this thing you should see for last 3 years. This, if they have a loan also, it should not be greater than 1% of their entire capital, or 2% at the max, not even beyond. So these are the things which, if you see, if some company, like take an example of, there are lots of companies, those are like Vedanta, for example. It's like fully debt, full of a debt, but companies stock price is going like anything. Are you going to invest into that? One fine day, what will happen? It will come down. Okay, this may happen. Just I'm taking an hypothetical example. I don't want to discuss specific stock, but just taking the name. Okay, so don't do the like a predictions. Okay, people are doing predictions. Don't do. You do your job, do your research, find the best stocks and the emerging market, emerging sectors, and then invest into that. See how, if foreign investors are coming and investing into a specific stock, it means they have done their due diligence and they have done their, I think, homework. Find similar stocks. You can find that easily. So do you want to do active trading or passive? Active is like you need to sit in front of the stock market time. Passive is like something you are doing either into the something which is like L&T, Nestle, Britannia. You are just investing, or HDFC Bank. You know those stocks are good. You're just putting there and forgetting about it. So that is called passive. You are not actively investing. Active is something which is you are doing a day-to-day basis, week-to-week basis, month-to-month basis, and then finding something which is good and then putting into that. So capital deployment before getting into stock market, decide how much capital you are going to invest. Don't come and if you have a 10 lakhs, don't come and invest in there. Start for 5,000, 10,000 and then learn first. Identify your risk first, manage your money properly. Okay, I had seen a people, those are like in investing and trading for last 10 years. They haven't even withdraw the money from their bank. They don't book the profit. So that is how they work. I think this, it's like a plan. It's a business. Think like business. So there are lots of analysis also you can do. Fundamental analysis is a primary method. Second is a technical analysis, which works on a multiple way, your drawings and all, which you need to do. Or there are indicators also you can use. And sentiment analysis, something which is really interesting in India. You know that if I say tomorrow this is not going to happen. Okay, suddenly if raining is not going to happen, what are the rain related those stocks? It will come down. So sentiments. So there are lots of tools are available in the market. You can do this fundamental analysis, technical analysis. I can show you quickly. I'm not just like I should not just talk and show. I need to show something. Let me show something. This is my Copilot. Can you imagine I'm using Copilot for fundamental analysis? Let's see. Please share fundamental analysis of Geofinance and next quarter, let's say assessment based on last 3 quarter results. Results for my investment decision. Okay, this is what I'm like asking now. Look at the answers, how it is going to get all the things. Just imagine whatever I basically said, or we had gone through those, I think, presentation. You will not be able to understand this language pat and this ratios and all at this point of time. But look at this. This is very in summary. If you go, this is something which is like your profit after tax is like 31.25 crores. That is in 2023. And this is like 2024, 1605 crores. Just imagine how fast they are going. Quarter and quarter is like almost 6%, 7%. And their stability, how that recent result, how much it is going. Quarterly net profit. If you just conclude together, you can even say here, your summarize above result in short. Okay. So it will basically summarize my entire thing. Valuation is good, undervalue right now, strong net profit per sales. Yes, debt free. Debt free is very important. And recent result is this. Wow, this will give you really a good idea to make an investment. I can make that some decision out of it, right? So use it. That's where I think our IT people should leverage these kind of a technology which are already available in the market for our financial planning, investing, everything. It is so handy. You need not to go and take or seek advice from any advisor right now. To implement this, start with a single small quantity. That is one quantity. I said one share, which will cost you somewhere around 300, 500. What are you going to lose? Start with that. Okay. So this is one example. So you can do a technical analysis. Even if I say, please do short-term, let's say technical analysis on Geo. finance for short to mid-term investing. So let's see what it gives. It will say no or yes or whatever. I think just check. Yeah, so there is like a simple moving average which is showing, yeah, it is going upside. Technical indicators are also neutral, sell, buy. That's giving summary is neutral. So it means technical indicators are suggesting neutral means it is not good time to buy and it's a mixed one. Don't invest. Whenever you see indicators is suggesting buy and here is like a buy, go ahead and you can invest. So simple. Okay. Don't pay a single penny to any advisor or anybody. Start learning because you are making like you're putting so much of effort to make money and you're giving that money to somebody else to invest. How? He is only after your commission on that your money, by the way. I'm so blunt about talking this because I did that same mistake in my early days. Okay. So, all right. I think let's go how to do that. How to start now. 10, 10, 10. This is the rule. Find out the 10 stocks, 10 brands, 10 companies, put it into Excel sheet, watch for 1 month. And then after 1 month, if you are good enough to put your basically money, just invest one stock money, quantity one, invest for 10 months. And after 10 months, wherever I think you are there, if your losses on a one stock is less than 10% or up to a 10%, remove that stock. And rest stock, wherever you see making good progress, whatever removed money, you can put it into that stock. That's it. If you use this 10 by 10 by 10 rule, now I had given like a couple of ideas also how to do that. First is find which brand you are using, which company is associated, how those companies are doing, how one company is doing in a one month, and demand and supply. Right? I told you 3 things you should always look for in the fundamental. One is like whether it is a growing company, whether it is making every quarter some money, debt free without loan. Are there basically the management group is good, loyal for that company? Are they holding some stock, some significant amount of a stock of that company? Then yes, they will do the better for that company. Okay. So if you can follow these steps, those are nothing but your planning. Okay, follow that. That's it. Find if you don't think that it is working for you or you don't want to start like that theme, find the theme right now. What does current market is? Can you imagine during the summer, my AC bill been paid by 3 companies, Symphony, Havells, and Voltas. Why? You know, these 3 companies are selling ACs, coolers, fans, and that company I invested for a 3 months, 4 months. That is a theme. I invested, I got a return, and I paid my all AC bills using these stocks returns. It is possible. Go ahead and just start thinking towards it. Make your plan how you want to do it. Okay, it's very simple. Again, I'm telling you, just find your niche, find your that analytical skills and put it together. That's it. So look at this. This is like your something how other incomes can be generated from stock market. So dividends you will get. If company is making good profit, they will distribute the dividend. They will issue the bonus. They will split the shares. They will give you a right issue also. They will buy back your shares at higher rate. This is what, look at the 1981, 10-gram gold, 1800. But 2022, look at the 10-gram gold is 20x%, 26%, x times. Silver is this 22x. But look at the Sensex was 1981, 170 rupees. Now today, Sensex is around, this is like old value 2022. Right now it is reaching 80K, by the way. So who can give return like this crazy? Who can? Nobody can give you returns like this. Okay. So initially, I think whatever you are afford to lose, put that much of money only, learn it, and then slowly start compounding it. Means today you start investing with 1,000 rupees. If you are good enough to understand the market, then invest 5,000 rupees, then increase 10,000, 15,000, 1 lakh, and then so on. Don't go ahead and put your 10 lakh and invest like that. Okay. So there are like some income from stock market, which I said, this is like, there are lots of things, other things also you can plan. You can do investing, trading into share market. You can invest into indices also. Can I buy Nifty 50? Yes. ETF, exchange traded funds, also there. That is also there. Commodity, metal, gas, oil, that also you can do. Currency trading in INR dollar, that also you can do. Or even mutual funds investments also can be done. Okay. Can you imagine, your small cap had given 70% return in the year itself? 70%. Okay. So you decide, if you don't have really time to look into this, don't go ahead and invest into stock, invest into mutual fund, wherein that fund manager will take care of those stocks and he will invest for you. Okay. He will invest for you. Only problem is in the stock market, in the mutual fund, it is like you don't have a visibility, by the way. There are lots of like some hidden charges and so many things that you will end up paying to them. Whereas in stock market, it's very simple. Okay. So that's where people are preferring your stock market more compared to even mutual fund, because of it is not traded in the mutual fund is not traded on the exchange. It is not intraday. It is not transparency. No transparency is there. If you invest today, they will invest probably after 3 days. If you try to withdraw, they will give you after 72 hours, not immediately. But in stock, immediately it will get credited to your account nowadays. Okay. So these are the differences. Okay. So tools, these are the tools you can use, which is freely accessible. You can go ahead and use these charting tools, which is completely free. Completely free, by the way. No need to pay anything. I'll show you a couple of as a glimpse. So here is like your tradingview.com. This is investing.com. This is charting.com. This is a charting.com. This is like, there are lots of tools are there. You can just go ahead and use free of cost. Okay, free of cost. So I think with that, I'll just stop my, I think this talking here. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask in the chat box. Even many of you have my WhatsApp number. You can send offline messages also. I'll try to answer your questions. So how you want to take it further? I think that's like a question, and it's very simple. As I said, 3-step approach you need to take, which I already mentioned it. If you can follow that 3-step, is like you find out the 10 stocks, 10 brands, look for 30 days, then find the demand and supply, how that works, and then start, I think, the fundamental technical basic things using Copilot or even your chat GPT. It will help you, and then accordingly start investing only one quantity of that stock, and then you can basically multiply, you can start investing accordingly. Okay. Any question so far? I had seen people, those have posted, I think one Anup is, I think, not here, but I saw the shocking, he lost, I believe, 4 lakhs in the stock market. That is what he said. So I think losing so much of a money in the stock market is very, very usual. Why I'm saying? Because it's an ocean. We are coming with the 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore investment. There are lots of people, lots of banks, foreign investors, HNI, high net worth individuals. They're coming with 200 crores, 4,000 crores. Even foreigners are coming with even multiple 8,000 crore, 12,000 crore. That is what they are investing. So Why somebody is losing money? Because of, I think, three things. Number one, knowledge about the market. Number two, lack of knowledge and planning. Number three, I think practice. Who learned, I think, a car in a day? Nobody. Who learned bicycle in a day? Nobody. Nobody can basically take a control of life in a day. It's a process. Same way stock market is again the same. You need to learn basic, start implementing, try, observe. And that is how I think we should be doing in the stock market also. Not something which somebody is telling some ideas or tips, and you are investing into railway stock, you are investing into XYZ stock, those you don't even use it. If a simple idea is like, if some product which you are not using at home, don't invest into that. My very simple first direction. Second, don't put that much of money which you cannot afford to lose. Don't take that much of a risk which you cannot afford to lose. That's it, done. I think if you can stick to that, there are lots of like bits and pieces around it, and you can find that easily. You can do it. Many people have asked like, why Pawan, you are good at into IT, infrastructure, cloud and virtualization and security and all. Why you are into stock market now? Why you are spending your time to the stock market learning and this doing the investing and all? So reason to that is in 2018, 2019, there are lots of people lost their job. They never planned their, I think, dismissal when they lost their job and they had so much of a debt. I know so many people basically wrote an article or other content on LinkedIn saying that if I don't get job and within 3 months, I will take my life out. I have so much of a debts. I have so much of a thing. So much of a things are going. I don't have a control. I think who is responsible for that? Who didn't plan that? I think I'm telling you, I cannot run your house. Your company cannot run your house forever. Your job, our job are not permanent. You need to find out some other alternative way, side hustles you need to do. Find out some alternative income stream which will take care of your rest of the life. Even something happens to the world even. Okay. So that's where I think you should also think into that direction and keep aside. I think those people, those are like a toxic, or those are talking bad, negative about your learning, your thought process. I think keep them out. You think about your own good. That's it, nothing else. Okay. And I'll tell you one more, I think reveal one more secret. Having 23 years of experience, having like my age is 40, 45 right now, that doesn't mean I am so experienced. It's all otherwise like a person who having like 90 years old age, can he help in your job? Can he take your decisions? No. So that has been gone. Respect should be there, but use your own brain, own knowledge, own observation, and deal with that. I think that is the main message I would like to basically spread, and let everybody also go through those. All right, I think let's move to the last section, which is like, as I said, how to, what other things which we do. We are doing consulting in IT, even financial investment planning, advisory services also, which we do. But we are teaching that for your own good, because we don't want to do a continuous that engagement. You're trying to give that as like you should learn those and you should implement those. Even leadership management, psychology, mindset, goals planning for personal, professional, career planning, those things which we are doing with the help of multiple people having 10 plus years of experience in the industry, and we are basically moving forward and giving to the society back. So first step which you need to start is like you need to learn, and that learning we want to make it better. And this is again, as I said in the beginning, you need not to buy anything, which I'm like, I'm not here to sell anything. I'm just showing what we do. Okay, so this is what we are like teaching on the financial planning, investing, and then ultimate your mutual fund, how to invest into that stock market, how to basic beginners knowledge, which we give, which half of the knowledge which you took, which is going to cover in a 1 day here. Remaining 1 day is pending. Okay, then is your intermediate knowledge in the stock market, how you should see other things also. Value investing is something which is like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Fundamental analysis, how to do the fundamental, how to do the technical analysis. This is like a complete 6 full days, which covers from beginner to this entire one. And then we stop this trading course, which is like future and options. When I said this 4 lakh loss, the person who basically posted here, who lost 99.99% in the options market, which is very tricky, which we shouldn't do, because its value can become a 10 lakh also, it can become a zero also. So that's where we stop teaching this particular, because it is not good uh, way of investing. It's not even investing, it's like purely gambling, I would say. Also, we started this in India, like if we stick to us, if you show your result 30, 60, 90 days, we fund to the traders. Because I can trade only Apple, or I can trade only a HDFC Bank, one share at a time. What about other 10 shares? Those are doing good. We are basically finding a people, those can work part-time with us, and we are funding to them to trade for us. Okay, so that is also we are doing. Now, the how whatever training courses which we shown here, like we start from beginner to the expert level also, you can become even by yourself by reading and so many things. So as you join this webinar, we want to give this as like not just 10%, not just 20%, 50% discount, provided if you book or if you are ready to join these courses only today, at the max tomorrow, then only we can give you the discount. And those courses are not in like 50,000, 1 lakh or something. It's very affordable way. But as I said, it is not mandatory to consider this training also. I'm not selling, don't buy. Okay, don't buy. All right, this is like something which we came to the conclude this session. So thank you. If you have any question, comments, suggestions, please share on this platform wherein you are connected. You can WhatsApp, you can email me, and we will take that feedback as like a positive step, and we will basically follow that. And I think money is something matter to everybody. Take this as a very serious one, because nobody can understand your pain when it comes to money. By the way, health, yes, but I think money, if you cannot control money today, money will go haywire. By the way, that is something which is not controllable. Tight integrated, or it has very tight connection between money and time. Okay, if you cannot control money, it's highly impossible by tomorrow, day after tomorrow. If you push this goal tomorrow, not possible. In your company, your goal can be pushed by 1 day, 1 month, 1 year also. But here it's not possible. What at the max will happen in company? Maybe you will be shifted to a new project, or your maybe salary hike will not happen. But here it's not like that. You are going into a reverse cycle. So, all right, I think what we teach into those courses, like your mind, money, and method and market, that is what we teach into that, and practical knowledge which we share. So this is like very simple saying, is like from a quote from Neil Armstrong, that if you want to be really get into the mainstream, you should start a small step. Okay, and I think my words, my saying, I think I started. You also plan your start now. That is what I can expect from you. Okay, so start with your journey, and I'll give you quickly 2-3 things. Maybe I'll show you. Hope I think you can see this command window in front of you. Can you confirm once, like if you are able to see my screen? Okay, good. So this is something which I am using even Python also for this. can my Python can share like what is going to happen this week? Yes, this is going to share the idea. What is going to happen in this week, next week, and all. So I can easily use my Python script to show that what is going to happen in this week. So this is my Python, and I wrote a Python script wherein this is showing what are the stocks are going to become a very strong in coming days. So it's not just the base of like something fundamental I am just putting. I am like read something and I'm telling you or teaching you here. This is something which like hard code. I'm using it in my investing day-to-day trading also, and short-term, medium-term, long-term. Look at this. Bajaj Holding is something which is a very strong, showing buy 16%. Like 16 people are or 16 things which technical things are saying you should buy. 9 is neutral, 1 is sell. So strong buy. So Bajaj Holding, this is the company. Okay. So this way I can basically find out the trend also. I can filter out specific. I can utilize my IT knowledge, programming knowledge here. Okay. This is like something which will go in the background. Let me show you something which I made something called, let's go to Bajaj Holding. Bajaj Holding. This is a Bajaj Holding stock. This is a Bajaj Holding stock, which is a day stock. And then look at this, what I did. I wrote a program for this by adding my planning, my analysis, and on the chart, look at this. If I enable this, what happens? It directly showing buy, sell. Everything has been shown on the chart itself. So just a second, give me a minute. Sorry for the, yeah, so give me a minute. All right, so this is something which is like a programming language which I learned. That is a Pine scripting, which we call. This is the language editor, and I haven't wrote like this by these lines are not coming like I haven't drawn here. This my programming basically analyzed and it is coming here, which is, if you honestly ask me, which is running like 70 to 80, 90% time, this buy and sell works very perfectly on any stock, by the way. Okay. And I'm like basically making money out of it. I am basically even selling the signals also. Okay. So this is something which whatever strategy planning which I have converted into a programming, and that programming basically shows me, okay, my condition met, and this basically going into the positive direction, negative direction, all will come here. If I want to, let's say, invest for a longer time, what is my recent? This is a buy. Whenever you see this buy here on a weekly basis, midterm, this is something which is a long term. Monthly, look at this on monthly. It is showing right now Bajaj Holding is for long term. Is buy is here. It means if you buy Bajaj Holding for long term, you will make a money. Okay, this is like a technical analysis being put it together here. Okay, so that's it. This is how you can also do your thing. And I'm basically, even there are lots of subscriber for these kind of a services also, which I learned, which I implemented for myself, using it from last 7 years. And you can do also these kind of like programming for yourself, for your basically learning purpose. Look at this Dr. Reddy right now. So this is a Dr. Reddy. Let's go and see Dr. Reddy. So Dr. Reddy, here is Dr. Reddy. Look at this. Monthly, it's a buy. Weekly, it's a buy. And daily, it's already upside. It is moving upside. Look at this. Green is like moving up, red is like coming down. So hope, I think you would have got some idea about the stock market, how it works. And I would request everybody to basically start your journey. This is something which you need to take a control of your finances. If you are in your 20s, take it right away. This is the right time. If you are in 30, you are a little bit late, but it's not too late. But if you are in 40 and 50, there are lots of challenges are going to come in our life, by the way. And money related challenges only money can solve. Nobody can solve. If you want to become a happier, whatever happiness is your definition, money can't buy happiness, but whatever makes you happy, you can easily buy those. Let's say your bike, your car, your home, your child's education, their marriages. I think that is something which makes us happy. Let's buy it. How? You need to think about that money control right away, right now. All right, I think this is good enough for everybody. I don't want to give a dose for the rest of the week. So thank you so much for your time for attending this. I am going to I have already recorded. I am going to share this recording for your future reference. And then I'm going to upload it on a YouTube also. I don't want a follower here. I want something which you, if you make this like applicable in your life, I'll tell you, I had worked with directly reporting to CEOs, CTOs, many people in my life. What I learned is like they never planned for the money. They are getting so much of a money, they thought it will work for them. No, you'll have to one fine day, you'll have to stop, think and work for your money and then let your money work for you. I think you need to make that, I think, as soon as possible. If you are not doing today or day one, if you are thinking, make that day one is today itself. Investing doesn't wait for a specific time or anything. Start today. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day ahead and plan your financial journey as soon as possible. All the best. Thank you.